Alright guys, I got that Jax My Way 4.21. Runes and Masteries are coming up. Pax Reno, as you can see. He's got that pixel stick. But yeah, runes, this is it right here. A little bit of lifesteal, attack speed, armor, and 10% CDR, and then it's going to be 2109. I like that Runic Affinity and a Summoner's Insight and then Fleet of Foot. With the like extra duration on pod, so you'll see that in 21 offense. You can switch it up on the offense, but this is what I just go. More attack speed and all that stuff. If you enjoy these My Ways, man, don't forget to like, sub. I'll try to post more videos every day. And yeah, Merry Christmas. Alright, baby, we back once a motherfucking again. I got that 4.21 Jax My Way in the jungle. In the new jungle, season 5, the struggles for all the noobs. If you're trying to learn Jax, I really like Jax. Jax's mobility, and I call him Cass Jr. because he's got that 3.65 to get some early cooldown on his Q. Blitzcrank gonna miss one of those hooks, and I think he missed another one. We just hang around. I think I need to lower the volume down just a tad bit. Alright, so I'm gonna lower the volume down so you can hear me. Alright, so yeah. In Season 5, the jungle is a struggle for some junglers. I mean, if you're playing Swag with Juani, you decide to do Gromp, and then you go do Red, you're gonna get shit on. If you play Jax, you run a little bit of attack speed, you smite Gromp, you go to Red, then you go to Toucan, your smite will be up. That's pretty much like a whole minute that you just stayed on the bottom side jungle. If you want to get a quick level 3, you can do Red, smite it, and then go to Wolf Camp and go to your blue after and make some plays after that. Or if you just want to stay on the bot side because you see an opportunity to kill bottom, especially when they run an Urgot support. Or you can do the opposite. If you have somebody that does a lot of damage and you want to smite Gromp and get the return damage and go to blue and then Wolf Camp, or go straight to Red because your smite will be up if you smite Gromp. So, those are the options you have. The only thing you have to watch out for, people are trying to do now, I guess in higher elos, and if you want to do it in the lower elos, is try to cheese people. Like, say, for instance, he does this. Lee Sin gets a lot of help, gets a big leash, work, starts his buff, and you come in here and you cheese him and you kill his ass, and he's dead as fuck. You got to watch out for that. I think they did that in, I think Unicorns of Love did that, with the kill jungle and went in there. I don't know if he got the kill or not, but they did it at IEM, and of course they've probably been doing it in solo queue, and it almost happened to me today, and it was obvious as fuck. I knew it was coming at me when he was playing Lee Sin, but he didn't come in there. I think he died for it. So those are options you have. What I decided to do was start Gromp smite that, so every 5th or 6th hit, it stuns the minion. Plus, I have Counter Strike, so I can pretty much lock it down. Hardly take any. Well, I do take damage, of course. And whenever you do lead Toucan, you want to make sure you kill the baby Toucans, or it's gonna do a lot. It's gonna just shit all over you. So over here, I used all my pots too. I got one pot going. If you ever out of mana when you get red buff, just come over here and kill Scuttles. It'll give you a little bit of HP back and mana back. And now I'm looking for an opportunity to gank mid. So let's take a look. You see mid lane. I don't know if she's spell shielded, but I'm looking at what lanes I can gank right now. And when they have a Warwick jungle, guys, if people are playing Warwick, it's a waste of time. When lanes lose, he's fucking useless. When every lane wins, yo, whoop-de-fucking do. You're playing Warwick, the easiest fucking champion. Yeah, it's easy as fuck. So yeah, I'm looking to try to get a kill somewhere. And you see Morgana overextending. You see me looping around. I'm gonna come say hi. Spell shield's probably up, but I told this guy to just go in. He goes in, so yeah, it's free kill. Come in there with the helicopter dig. And she doesn't have flash. I walk down, sidestep, red buff has been applied. I drop a ward to get vision. And Warwick, I can pretty much just ignore him. And this guy just comes in with that soldier and actually reaches from right over here through Toucan out in mid lane. So that was pretty nice. We pick up that kill. And then what is Warwick to do? He shows that he doesn't have a red buff. If I was a little bit healthier, I would go in there and contest this. But they have Riven, and I didn't want to. So top lane is being pressured too, but I don't have no pots. But before going back, I decided to pick up Scuttles, get that crab dinner, and just pour it back. It's like a free 35 gold, and it got me my boots and my Trailblazer. And when it comes to the jungle items, guys, I know I said this on stream. If you guys are new, or if you guys struggle in the jungle, you should always get Trailblazer. Nothing's gonna beat Trailblazer. I mean, the new Chillin' Smite is gonna steal movement speed now and not slow you down. It's for 2 seconds. You get 20% from that. And then Skirm, I guess it's the same thing. True damage, whoop-de-fucking-do. No, it's a waste of time unless you're playing Warwick and you just sit there and ult somebody and you smite them as you're ulting them, so you do a lot of damage, whoop-de-fucking-do. Still, to me, not worth it. You know, I feel like, you know, well, unless, you know, your jungler is good at clearing, I guess. But overall, it's just not worth it, especially when it comes to sustaining, getting HP back, and having your smite up. Well, you don't get the 15 seconds no more, but I run Summoner's Insight, which drops my smite down to 54. But yeah, when it comes to all the jump poachers, nobody fucking gets that. That is useless. And I guess 4.22 or 22, 20, whatever the fuck. Boom, Morgana spell shielded, and I saw an opportunity to gank her, and boom. I guess you're gonna have 2 smite charges, or I could be wrong. I didn't see. I know that there is something about 2 charges. That right there alone is gonna pretty much just make jungling easy. If I could smite 1 camp and get a buff from that, and get another one from another camp in 15 seconds, it's just fucking stupid. Especially, you know, people that, you know, understand the jungle game, and it's easy for them to catch on to it. Like, I have no problem struggling. I know when I'm struggling, and I know what I need to do to, you know, catch back up. Whether it's farm a couple extra camps or go to that lane. Or go to a lane, I can get a kill or assist or whatever. Or just have some presence, so, you know, that guy, you know, that solo laner can carry me. But yeah, when it comes to completing an item, I would just go Trailblazers the whole way. The whole way. I mean, if you struggle in the jungle, you always want to smite this thing. Or, of course, if you have a lot of attack speed, especially when you're level 6 on Jack, you smite Grum. And that'll work. If you're getting shit on in the jungle, or top lane's getting rolled, or mid lane's getting rolled, and your jungle's going to get taken over, just invaded, just smite Wolfcamp. And of course, if you have smite up and you're trying to gank lanes and you want to know before you get to that lane, or you're running through river to see if it's warded, smite this lead toucan, and you'll know. So, if nothing that Oracles doesn't pop up, then you're good to go. You got the green light. But yeah, when it comes to completing that, you can sit on a jungle item now. You know, if you're gonna go stacks, if you don't get a good start, if you can't get a 6 or 7 minute devour, never go devour. It's pretty much a waste of time unless you're gonna go tank right after that, and you still get a good start. And if you decide to buy something like a locket, or depending if you're an all-in champ and you can get some type of assist, like if Warwick jumps into a team fight like early and you hit fucking W, everyone gets attack speed, and you ace them, boom, 10 stacks like that. But overall, Devour to me is just a complete waste. It's not even worth it no more. When it comes to Warrior, not worth it to me. I played Nocturne 2 times. I opted not to complete the item and went for a Ghost Blade instead. So now I have a real item, Ghost Blade, because I waited, you know, an extra few minutes, you know, especially when you hit level 6. That's when Nocturne is OP, plus they up his E, so whenever you fear somebody, you actually haul ass. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I wasn't even buying boots, and I can just feel the movement speed. Plus, if you land Dustbringer, you get a lot of movement speed. So yeah, buy real items instead. You know, you watch me play, and you see me play. You know, when I play a Mumu or Rammus, I just rush Sunfire Cave straight up. Of course, I get the Trailblazer, so you know, I get that extra sustain back. And it's a good thing they did nerf the 15 seconds off Trailblazer, because you know, when it didn't make sense at all, especially when you compare it to other jungle items. Unless of course 4.20 Warwick, when you compare his fucking ulti and W, but you know, that would pretty much just be surviving, or lanes not feeding, or you know, because when you play against a good jungler, if you're playing Warwick, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing or how to carry games and don't have the knowledge, then you know, I don't recommend Warwick. But you know, for beginners, yeah, play Warwick. He's the easiest jungle. He uses auto attack, and you don't take no damage. You do take a little bit of damage, but whatever. So, but getting back to Jax, I decided to buy a Kindle Gem. Why do I, you know, pick up a Kindle Gem? I said, fuck it, you know. I had 850. I could have picked up a Ruby Crystal and a Longsword and worked on my phage. My next buy, have a phage, have that extra movement speed. I felt like it wasn't needed, or I think something happened. Oh, yeah, my Ezreal actually DC'd this game. So you see the CS lead right now. It's almost 70-30. And Blitz decided to leave lane, so I'm like, fuck, this is definitely going to be a struggle to try to come back. Once you hit level 6 on Jax, you do that extra damage from your Grandmaster Might. Every third consecutive auto, you do maximum damage. And I really wanted this kill. I flashed for it, and Blitz already got the hook and uppercut, and the tower finished off Riven. So that kind of sucked. But other than that, you know, let's talk about Jax. Why do I max Q? Now, with 25% CDR, well, 15% level 1. And then when you get blue buff, it's 25. When you buy CDR boots, that equals 30. When you have blue buff and CDR boots, and the 15%, that's 40%. And at level 9, what does that mean? That means a 3.65, 3.6 seconds. What the fuck am I talking about? A leaf strike. I mean, that's, you know, one thing. It's 5 seconds right now, so, you know, I can get out of sticky situations. And I don't max empower. I feel like it's not needed, you know. If you jump onto somebody, you know, and you stun them, and you're ganking a lane when you're solo laner, you know, I expect them to come up. Why do I need to max fucking empower? I'm not a solo laner, and I'm not going to sit there and get the, you know, the free farm top lane. Or if I win lane, just have, you know, I'll be getting my Triforce in 10 minutes. I'm not going to do that. It's going to be, you know, it's going to take some time. You know, I'm definitely going to scale, but not anytime soon. So I decide to go for the mobility, you know, max in Counter-Strike second, empower last. And when you have 40% CDR and 5 levels in Counter-Strike, it's 4.8 seconds. And we're talking about stun. So I dropped the disrespect, looked at him, and I decided to go back into Riven Ports in there. She has her Blade of the Exile bullshit. Yeah, and I should have walked up. I didn't walk up, rip, and I get dropped by the Wind Slash, and looks like Blitzcrank is going to run for his life. But you'll see it. I mean, you can get a sight stone too. One game I got a sight stone. I was able to, you know, just jump around. You know, if a buff came up, I can ward both sides and jump in, boop boop, take out, jump back out. Of course, you know, getting vision on Dragon is definitely a must. Whenever you play something that, you know, that's good at scales and you're playing the gates, hold on, what the fuck? You wanna definitely try to get as many dragons as possible. 2 is pretty much all you need, but of course, you know, there ain't enemy team's not gonna get 5, and I mean it's every 6 minutes. So once I get 2, they pretty much gotta shut me down, because if I get the freedom and take over bot once laner phase is over, I'm going to try to open the gates regardless, unless, of course, you know, it's an easy team fight, but most of the time, it's all about the gates. So, let's see, my Ezreal DC 50 to 100, 2 to 1 for Corki in that department, so I'm like, fuck, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and get my Trailblazer, so I decided to gank bot. I see him, let's see what he decides to do here. I think he gets out of this. I dropped the heal. Oh, I didn't have a ward in my slot for it, and it was actually in my trinket, so I epically failed that. And it looks like Warwick is coming down bot. So Dragon is up right now. Azir is just chilling mid, and he's doing pretty well. He's 4-1. He's got his Morellos. Morgana, nowhere, hasn't even started her Zanyas. If you play Morgana, you got to make sure you don't die at all if you want to be somewhat useful to your team. If not, play support, because I feel like you need that 12-minute Zanyas on Morgana. And after that, if you want to scale into anything, you better continue to farm and, of course, work on trying to get a Death Cap Void Staff so you can actually hit R and do something and be useful. But if not, you know, it's kind of pointless when your shield gets popped and you get dropped. So, yeah. I got my Juggernaut, Trailblazer upgrade, and I'm just gonna work on getting my Sheen right now. Usually it's just I sit on the Trailblazer and I just buy Phage and I work on getting my Triforce. But like I said, I had the AFK bot lane. Top lane 0-3. Riven, you know, is dominating my J4, but Riven left when she killed me in mid lane with her ulti. Left J4 top by himself, and he was able to get a tower. So that was good because, you know, he gets the tower, he gives, you know, gold to all of us. I think it's like 100 apiece, and of course 100 extra for him to take him. So it wasn't bad at all. I mean, he has a TM max, so 0-3. If Riven decides to keep dropping this guy, she's not really getting anything unless, of course, she's able to get this tower and then the next one, get the next tower, but she'll end up overextending, and you don't want to do that as I'm, you know, leveling up, especially with Jax, because I haven't completed my build. I'm a little bit tanky, and of course I have my arm. Right now my level 1 R gives me 24 armor and 20 magic resist. So I'm good. So 4 points. Okay, so there you go. 25% CDR without blue. I want to get my cooldown boots. I don't know if I get that next. I might get it next. But yeah, so my leaf is 5. Damn, that probably goes down pretty low when you go 40% CDR. So dragon is up right now. Who picked up the first dragon? I think they did, or have we even started it? So Warwick gets caught. Looks like he's about to get knocked up, and he gets dropped, and there's the catalysm. And shit god pops his ulti, Charlie gets out, and there's the stun. She flashes out, and I think we go for this. So did they get the first dragon? Nobody has picked up a dragon yet. It's 14 minutes in, and you know, usually I like to get those 6-7 minute dragons, depending, you know, who I'm playing. If I ran full attack speed on Jack and I was level 6 up to, you know, 7-minute mark, I probably could do it by myself. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't tried to do it at, you know, with the level 5. With UDYR, I can do it at level 5. You know, and if I run a full attack speed and then run Tiger Stance, I can actually do it better than Phoenix. But you can still do it with Phoenix. And if you're playing in lower elos, you want to, and you're playing my type of style play, you know, pressure type, you got to get those early. Morgana gets caught, drops a bind and an oral spill, and pays the price with their life. It looks like motherfucker is trying to take mid. He missed his combo. And I'm in mid lane right now, so I gotta be a little bit careful because I am squishy right now. Ribbon ulti is down, flash is down, and teleports almost up. The only thing you need to watch out for. All right, so gold in my bankroll, 300. So I'm, you know, I feel poor sometimes. You know, see, this is a time when you know, if you do well, you don't beat off a lot of kills. You can have your triforce completed almost. But you know, when you complete that jungle item right there, the Juggernaut, it's 1500 gold. So that's pretty much 1325 is the phase, which leaves 1325, 1500, 175. And if you look at how much gold I have right now, so 175, 600, so almost 800 gold right there. So I'm pretty much 400 off from Triforce at the 16-minute mark. So Ribbon, there you go, gets a little bit too greedy. 3-1, you know, 124 CS, and looks like bot lane is gonna get in a fight, and he gets dropped. So yeah, I don't know what the hell they're thinking, you know, with well, Blitz is actually AP, so yeah, he does damage. So with Warwick bot, support got, you know, holding his tower, and he's not gonna really be able to do anything. And these two taking our bot tower. I'm just trying to put some pressure on the map. Trying to get as much gold as possible. I'm already at 900. Almost have enough for the phage or zeal. And, you know, anything I can scavenge still into, you know, in lane, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take as much as possible. And you know, a lot of times people don't complain, you know, because you know when it comes to scaling, Jack scales into a monster. Oh yeah, and another thing is this guy can hold the gates. He is definitely one champion. You just gotta have a lot of bursts when you go on something like Warwick needs to ult this guy, and they gotta kill him instantly. If you don't do that, and he's able to get his soldiers out plus his ulti, he'll be holding those gates, and he does a lot of damage. And he has Morello's, his rod, and his penetration boost. So there's him. See how far back he's playing right there? If they had died that, look at it. And it's this early too. And then there, J4 comes in, and he gets that W, slows Corky, he has the heal, and there's Catalysm. And boom, he has the flash out. Alright, Riven getting a little ballsy here. I think I died. No, I flash off to the side, and Urgot coming in with the ulti. I think he got canceled by something, but Riven still picks up a kill. And Ezreal's left by himself, so that's good that he's able to get some free time when Corky was AFK. Corky played like a bitch, and he just froze the lane down there. And I get caught over here just trying to mess around, and Warwick flashed and hit that ulti on me and killed me. And of course, I think he smited me, so yeah, I was dead. I pretty much had no HP. But I'm 0-2. Not really worth shit. Just looking around, you know. I guess it was just pretty much pressure and the greediness from top lane, and of course, you know, right here we have Corky, the whole red team, staying in mid and really not getting anything besides a mid turret. That kind of sucks though. If you understand the gates and the pressure game and that's what you're playing, and you do what the red team just did, and you siege down mid and you try to make something happen, you don't get anything out of it besides a mid turret, and of course, like I said, Ezreal didn't have anything, and we held it off. So anybody in these outer lanes are pretty much just getting some free time, and of course the game is going longer, giving me more time to pretty much just you know, map out what I'm gonna do. And right there's the phage. I already had the Sheen completed, and I'm about to pick up the red. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a late Triforce, and like I said, I usually pick that up first. But we had the young Ezreal that needed a little bit of extra time, and this fucking J4 would not give me a kill, man. I was so excited to get this. I was like, oh, this motherfucker's getting greedy. So Ezreal just doing work. There's the knockup. Ezreal gets critted, I think, and look at this guy, deep fist. I'm like, oh my, hell yeah, boom, and the catalysm. But do I even get assist? I do get assist, so it's not too bad. Alright, so back down bot. Now, okay, here's another thing about gates, guys. Now, whenever you start to take over bot, especially whenever you're in lane, once you have your Triforce completed, you already have your tenacity. So the option would be to get like complete boots, home guard, so you can run out if you're just going to continue to push down bot and pressure and try to bring somebody down here. And of course, whenever smite's up, you want to smite this. This is going to give you that extra damage on towers. Other option would you want to get Elixir of Ruin and keep it in stock. If, you know, like I said, you know, you got to look at your team comp. Azir, if they decide to 5-mana down mid, Azir is going to be right here. He counts for like 4 champions when it comes to holding the turret. He does some next level bullshit. He can hold it. You pretty much are forcing the red team to do something stupid. And if you understand that, you know, that's how you can pretty much open the gate. So right here, nobody's coming down, right? And there's no way Urgot can come down here. He'll look at me, throw one of his little thingies, he'll do some damage to me. It's still Urgot. He's got his tier, he's got his sight, so giving him a lot of damage. And boom. So I'm left alone in this lane, and you know I'm not doing a lot of damage. I got 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 minions helping me, and I'm able to go back after getting that. And Triforce is completed. I wish I had 400 gold. 400 gold to get me my ruin, elixir of ruin, so I could just shit on towers. But anyway, you know I'm still gonna get some extra attack speed, and I'll still be able to take towers fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit and get back out into the field. We'll watch this fight. So, Dragon is live. I was like, oh shit, my bad. This is one of the games I was streaming today. And yeah, I was like, fuck. You know, I'm usually on point. You know, when dragons are up, like I said, you prioritize those dragons if you're going gates. You know, if you're not, you know, if you're winning and you don't pick up dragons, you know, I think it's fine. But as long as you don't make stupid decisions and make big mistakes, because people will capitalize on those mistakes. Especially if you've got the lead, like I said, and you decide not to do the dragon, and you make that mistake, and then the team gets the dragon, and that's pretty much hope. You know, that's hope. And when you give the enemy team hope, you know, they won't surrender, and they'll keep at it. Boom. Well, but yeah, you know, I had a couple games today where enemy team threw and we won, and we picked up dragons after that. Oh my god, Banana Clip coming in with that Azir, and he just slides through. You see the Baker's Boy. You can't go melee for him into this guy. Well, that's pretty much what you have to, but you don't want to do that. Ezreal picks up the kill on Corki, and I was off to the side. Looks like I was pretty low, and I didn't want to hit this team. So yeah. So how much HP did I have? He Qs me for that, and then okay. So yeah, okay, that seems legit. So yeah, Warwick right there, you know, still does damage, but this is see the thing about War, guys, like when it comes to building fucking devouring and you know the fucking stacks. Look at this shit, guys. Here's your Blade Running King Devour. Now what's gonna happen here? So right here, he's probably looking in his shop right now if there's a bottle of potion of fucking lube, so he can lube himself. You see this? He just got knocked up 9 fucking times. Yo, there's your Blade Runner King. Yeah, go ahead. Yo, one-shot him. What the fuck? I thought he could one-shot champion. See? That's fucking Warwick right there. That's why Warwick fucking blows. Whenever lane wins, guys, yes. You know, top lane did win, bot lane did win, but hey, Warwick probably should have came up with a better plan to try to carry the game. You know, when your teams get leads like that, you probably need to take towers or go top and shit on this Jarvan even harder, and play off that and force the enemy team. So you can shit on it. Well, I wish I had this game recorded that we just played, the one I just played with SirhcEz, but it was not recorded, which kind of sucks because I was going to show you some next level pressure game when it comes to the gates. But I guess I'll save that because it's definitely you know, what I try to get Chris to do. Like, you know, we need to, you know, because one thing I like to do is camp top. You know, this game is different. You know, I just pretty much mapped around, looked around, didn't really, you know, I can't help somebody that just gets shit on by Riven. I go top lane this early till level 6 Riven. I'll just get fucking backflipped on, stunned, and then ignited. Well, doesn't have ignite, but it'll feel like I got ignited and just get one shotted. So he's actually able to 1v1 now, so I'm gonna come help him. We're gonna take this wave out, and oh no, I'm dropping the disrespect. And I think this game is looking pretty close to over. But yeah, I couldn't help top or bot. You know, I just can't. You know, when Corky's got that much damage, I'm gonna die. It's pretty much you gotta go in at the same time. But that really, you know, that never happens. Well, except maybe 20% of the time. It's usually maybe a little bit more depending on the ganking. But you know, when I guess when lanes get super fed, it's always like that. You know, they can just pretty much just turn on you. And this guy just does not get any kills. They can't even get assists off that. So. That kind of sucked, and we looked at the gold. Got 950. Warwick's just chilling in my jungle. Looks like he runs out. I was back ping. I was like, "Yo, motherfucker, you're giving him move speed. Let me get this wolf." So I wasn't able to catch him. But what was I talking about?
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, when lanes feed. But you know, I was able to go mid and kill Morgana though. Like I was, you know, it's hard, man. It's hard to kill Morgana because you know usually they say. So here, I was like, shit, my butthole's hurt. I don't even know why the fuck. I don't even think I had a war, so. I'm so dead. Rip. I don't know what else to kill when I jump back on turret. That's why, you know, I like, you know, if you can get an early sight stone, especially if you do well, you get out of all that shit because you have such a low cooldown. So right there, I can actually show you now Jax's ability. So you take a look at the leap strike. Tell me, is that? I mean, that's next level. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but you're able to jump 3.65. You have your Triforce. You're scaling into the late game, and of course, there's the counter strike with 40% CDR, 5 levels on it. You have 4.8 second stuns. You know, fucking AOE stuns. So if you get a team fight, you go in there, you hit your ulti. Boom, looks like something's going down, and Zero is just gonna drop his ult, and there's the shield, and he can't get through it. Oh my god. He's doing a lot of damage. There's the flash in, and it looks like Riven's probably gonna die here, and Shitgot is gonna get out of there, and looks like he dies by the wind slash, and looks like he is next on him, and your true shot coming out, but not.
Oh my!
Like it's nuts, yeah.
I'm acting like a fucking fanboy. I'm sorry.
Alright, so yeah. What was I talking about? It's distracting me. Oh yeah, was I just talking about a CBR? So yeah, you're able to just, you know, just fly around, hop around, play stupid, overextend, and just have that thing up every 4.8 seconds. If you have wards, you're able to jump every 3.6. If there's minions, you're able to jump on those. You know, you can play the back and forth game like you saw I did on you know, versus Nightblue and Omen GG, where, you know, I came out, I left, and I looped around, hopped the ward, and hopped back in their base, and then take their shit. So, you know, it's a pain in the ass to deal with. But yeah, I usually keep one of those Elixir of Ruins in there because if you guys don't know about the Elixir of Ruin, there it is. So it grants 250 health and 15% damage to towers for 3 minutes. While this effect is active, nearby minions gain 15% bonus damage to towers and gain movement speed based on champion's movement speed. So when you have Mobos, it's that fucking item. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking great. But I decided to do a different build, but I might switch over to the Mobos build on Jax. The reason why is because when you have 500 movement speed, and when you bear stance with UDYR and you get almost like 540, the minions actually run the same speed, just about the same speed. Sometimes they even look like they're faster than you as you're running down after you clear the wave, so you're able to get to the enemy turret faster. So you pretty much, you know, you're pressuring another team to make a decision, and most of the time it's a bad decision, unless of course your team doesn't know what the hell they're doing. So there's the helicopter dick. I'm gonna spin it, I'm gonna hit it, and I'm gonna come over here. We're gonna look at a little fucking shit god, the most useless fucking champion in the game. Take him out, and motherfucker is gonna get true shot barraged and gang banged by all 5 of us, and that's gonna be game. So we're gonna go pick up Baron. There's a caddy minion, he gets it. I'm gonna have to call and say worth. And we're gonna go ahead and finish this off. So that's gonna be maroon for us. There's and another thing, guys. All you guys that are in bronze 5, after you kill 5 people, even though you might be low, just remember you can take turns trading. If somebody's super like 1-2 bars, just watch out for Baron Spike. This thing is so random. It usually goes for the one in the back, that the AD carry. It just has a thing for that. Just getting a 2-bar HD and then boom, your AD carry dies. And of course it can get in the back too. But if you can't get an inhib turret off this, and even just 2 towers, it's, tell you the truth, it's not worth it. You know, just picking up this Baron and getting out of the way. They nerf Baron's, you know, timer, or not timer, but yeah, timer. You get the hold on to it, which is now 3 minutes from 4, and it spawns every 7. So yeah, it's not as bad. You know, the wait, it's like, fuck, man, they got 4 minutes, 3 minutes left with this. It's 3 minutes, so it's not too bad. You lose it, they get extra, what, some damage, enhanced minions, enhanced fucking recalls. Well, yeah, it's not too bad. You don't want to give them up, though. You know, the more of these things you give up, you know, the more gold you're giving to them, and of course, you know, you're giving them hope. You know, if I'm losing, you know, I see Baron as, you know, a comeback. Because when, you know, if you're losing so bad, if they try to siege on you and do something stupid, you do have those minions that are enhanced. Or if you're split pushing and you're winning or you're losing, regardless, you know, it just makes the minions bigger and it's harder to kill them. So, you know, other team just get, you know, if you're losing, it gives you 3 full minutes to maybe complete something, you know, so you can actually, you know, stall the game out. If you're winning, then it's a pain in the ass to deal with, especially versus a Jax with Triforce, or Elixir of Ruin, 2 dragons, and of course you guys all know about the dragons getting 6%. They nerfed that. That used to be 8. The second dragon used to be 15% damage to minions and monsters. They moved that to 4. Now it's 15% damage to towers and buildings, which I don't understand. Well, no, I do understand. If Rito wants games in faster, then makes, you know, perfect sense. You know, what else is there? Oh yeah, and then the 5th dragon is aspect of the dragon, which pretty much doubles everything. If you get 5 dragons, then of course, you know, that's game's around 30+ minutes, and it's gonna be a rough one to come back from that. So there you go. So at this point, towers and buildings, we're doing extra damage to it. Dragons, we have 3, and oh yeah, the best one, of course. Well, the second one, you know, is the best, but you know, the third one is the best one too. So we're just gonna say both of them are the best because it gives you movement speed. So overall, you know, I guess, what did I do this game? You know, I just tried to hold off. Mid lane did really well. You know, top and bot struggled, but you know, they were good to go after. You know, I guess we shit on mid and we forced Riven to leave lane, and Corki did leave lane, so both top and bot were able to make a little comeback from that. Of course, we had that one fight where we won and we picked up a dragon, but that was that 4.21 Jax my way. I'll probably be doing a couple more of these because, you know, there's always, you know, information, knowledge I can give you guys that'll help your game. And I don't know, what did I want to say? Fuck. Yeah, every game is different. Remember that. Every game is different. So, you know, it's not the same. So, you know, there's other things about the gates, or just, you know, when it comes to team fighting and when it comes to objectives, pressure, whatever, the game itself. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, sub if you ain't, and later.